Hello, this is Dee from the Fishing Garden. Just wanted to pop back on for, a little talk about the things that's going on in the world today. Don't let the things that's going on in the world today get you down, okay? I mean, it's a lot of stress going around, there's a lot of shootings, um, rents going up, food's going up, gas prices going up. People are not making as much money as they feel they should be making. It's hard times right now, and I understand that. But if you believe in something higher than yourself, and also believe in yourself, and you have a good group of people around you, embrace that. Um, you have to take some of these things with a grain of salt. Life is not going to always give you peaches and apples. It's just not. It's times when things are going to get hard, and you may not feel that you'll make it, but you get through it. I'm quite sure there's plenty of times in your life where something hit you or knocked you down, and you felt like, oh Lord, I'm not going to get through this. There's no way I'm going to make it, but you're still here. That means you beat every single thing that was knocking you down. So don't let life beat you up. Don't let it happen. There's always something you can do. I always taught my kids, you have a plan A, B, C, and D, and you know the rest of the alphabet, right? Because you'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared, right? So plan A does not always work. So then you have the rest of the plans, and then you can sit down and relax, right? Instead of stretching yourself out. Also, try to relieve your stress as much as possible by doing things that you enjoy, whether it's gardening, whether it's video games, bike riding, whatever you enjoy. You have to have a stress reliever, okay? Don't sit there and just work yourself to death. And then at the end of the day, or when you get to whatever age that you plan on retiring or plan on maybe never retiring, you never did anything that you enjoyed, you know? A lot of people live to exist. They don't really live their life. Some people have never lived one day of their life because they're so busy worrying about the bills and the money. And let's be truthful. Majority of us will never be rich. Majority of us will never be a millionaire. There will never be enough money for us, regardless of how much you make. If you spend your whole life just worrying about making money and not find no enjoyment, then that's going to be it. You're going to make your money, pay your bills, and die. That's it. But you haven't lived that one day of your life. So be thankful for what you have. That's number one. We tell ourselves that we need a lot more than what we really need, and that's the problem right there, because everything we see we want, and that causes problems, right? We see people who are rich. You see sports figures, and they have all these material items, and you're like, oh, I would want that too, but you can't afford it, and you're not being realistic. You got to understand, they make millions of dollars, and you may make $50,000-$60,000. So a lot of this stuff, it's just not realistic, and you're just putting too much stress on yourself. A lot of the stress we put on ourselves. A lot of things we could avoid, even with myself. A lot of things I had to actually take a step back of breathing and say, wait a minute, what's going on? And that helped me a lot, to take time to step back. I used to stress about just the littlest things. Now, with my aging, right, because I'm close to 60 years old, those things don't even matter to me anymore. I don't even know why they seemed to matter to me then, but they don't even matter to me anymore. I'm just going to get out here and just live my life. Am I rich? No. But I'm happy. Do I have everything I want? Kind of, but I definitely have everything I need. Okay? I stopped wanting so much anyway, because with the more you want, the more you got to work harder for it, the more debt you collect, because you want too much. I'm just a lot happier with just less and just enjoying my life and just enjoying freedom versus working myself to death and people disrespecting you, and you're dealing with all kind of foolishness to go get items that you don't even get a chance to enjoy because you're too busy working to pay for. Okay, so like these gas prices, right? Before, when gas was low, every time you needed to go to the store, you can run out every 2 seconds. Oh, I need this, I need that, I need that. It didn't bother you. You cannot do that anymore. Okay? You're adding more stress on yourself. Gas is costing up the yang yang. Okay? So maybe you need to take a list and put it on your refrigerator, and everybody in the house write down what they need on that list. So when you go out that door, you get everything you need. Simple as that. There's no running back and forth unless somebody's actually dying and there's some type of medication. There's no running back out the door to Walmart to get a pack of pencils or some glue. Okay? Also, when you're going shopping, food shopping, okay? If all of the food's in the same vicinity, in the same area, you can go from store to store, the dollar store, Walmart, or whatever supermarket, and get cheaper prices. But if you're going to drive 7 miles to go from the Dollar Tree to the Walmart to get something for 20 cents less, you might as well just got everything right there and save the wear and tear in your car and or the gas. Okay? So to relieve a lot of your stress, don't keep doing that to yourself. Don't. Okay? The same thing with bills. Okay? We know a lot of bills, what you're going to have, whether you're retired or not, you're going to have to pay, your electric and your water, and, a lot of these things you're just going to have to pay. But ask yourself, the things that you actually need, this is what you need, and this is what you want. Maybe you need to start eliminating some of that stuff that you want. Maybe you need to figure something else out. Summertime's here. Maybe you can't go on that vacation. It's okay. Maybe you could stay in your area, make up some games, take the kids and go to the dollar store, get some water balloons, fill them up, throw them at each other, enjoy. Every vacation is not going to be fun, and it's definitely not affordable right now. So maybe you do a staycation. That means stay home, okay? And find things to do. Maybe y'all can bake together. Ways to save money, okay? Because you go on that vacation and you're not really even enjoying yourself. All you're worried about is now I got to pay my credit card off because I charged this on my credit card, all the food I got to buy, the gas, and everything else. The whole entire time you're worried. That's not even a vacation. You might as well have stayed home and just saved the money, okay? As far as the things we want, this is not the time to buy the things we want. It's just not the time. I mean, it's getting expensive. Most of the stuff you want, whether it's on Amazon or whatever the case may be, you're going to have to wait for a while because of supply issues, okay? So this is not the time to worry about what you want, just exactly what you need. This is not going to be a forever process. At least we hope not, right? So just wait. All the stuff that you wanted, just hold off, because if you don't, okay, when you get it, you're going to stress yourself out on how to pay for it, and you can't even enjoy it. You're too busy working 18 hours a day. How can you enjoy what you bought, the new TV or whatever? Somebody else may be watching it, but you're not. Because I can guarantee you by the time you get home from work, you're sleeping, getting up, and you're going right back to work again. That's it. So, let's start limiting the things that we want to make our life easier. Let's start putting this stress on ourselves. Let's help each other a lot more. Let's believe in the higher above. Even if you do not believe in I'm up something of higher above you, let's think of ways to save money and help each other. Ask yourself, whatever it is, do you really need it right now? Because we can't complain about everything's high if you're continuously buying stuff that you can't afford, right? I mean, this not even, it may go even higher stuff. I mean, when you go into the store and you usually get 5 cans of beans on sale, maybe you need to go ahead and get 10 cans of beans. I'm just saying, I mean, next time you come around for the other 5 cans of beans, maybe now they're 70 cents more. So maybe you need to get 10 cans of beans. Maybe you need to just stack up on some stuff so you're not running out and you're not running to the store back and forth, And sometimes I know that's hard because you don't always have the money because you have to pay all of these bills. So maybe you need to not get that new phone and stick with the old one, or Or like I do, I go to Walmart and just pick me up a cheap phone, like the one I'm recording on right now, right? For $100. It does the same thing. I upload on YouTube. I do the same thing that people spend all that, thousands of dollars on these phones. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be happy and free, and I'm not worrying about paying for, a phone for 24 months or whatever contract or whatever's going on around here. So stop putting undue stress on yourself. You know, think of ways to save gas money, not running back and forth out every 5 minutes. Make sure your tires are, fully blown up, so it's not causing you, you know, to lose more gas. Make sure you're getting that oil change. Okay. Um, Make sure you're not speeding and flying around and eating that gas up quicker or turbocharging it or whatever the case may be. You know, if you have a vehicle and you got a truck, if you can, try to be in that vehicle because the truck is going to cost you a lot more in gas. Try to find different ways to just make your life easier because it's just a lot of anger in the world, a lot of shooting, a lot of killing, and you can't even go to the store no more. Your children can't go to school. And you sitting there worrying about, well, while I'm at work, is my child safe? And you got to sit here and stress yourself out with, do I got to look at the news? Is there school shooting? Is it my child's? It's enough stress in this world. You have to go to work. That's enough. You don't need to be stressed out about all the rest of this stuff. Teach your children. You may have to have active shooter drills in your house. I'm sorry. When we were in school, we had fire drills. We didn't worry. I come from New York City. And we didn't have to worry about active shooters and all that. But now this is a different world. So maybe you need to teach your kids. You hear an active shooter, or you hear somebody shooting or screaming stuff. Maybe you need to get them to hide behind a desk, or don't make any noise, or if they have to, somebody's coming to throw something, anything, because it's just getting really out of hand with all this shooting, and you can't even go to church and they shooting and you're killing, and I mean, everybody's angry, everybody's stressed out. I don't know what's going on. They really don't. We have no control over other people. We just don't. We only have control over ourselves. So, and sometimes you don't even have that. So, just wanted to, get up here just to tell you, live your life. Look inside yourself and ask yourself, are you self-sabotaging yourself? Are you creating some self-stress for yourself? We already got enough out there, with the bills and the jobs and everything else. But what can you eliminate in your life that you can find some inner peace? Okay? Because this is what's going on with the world. A lot of people, they can't find that inner peace, and they're exploding. And they're exploding on anybody. People don't even have nothing to do with it. Oh, I'm going to kill my girlfriend, and they shooting up the whole grocery store right along with their girlfriend. Okay? So, like I said, we have no control over other people, but we need to just open our eyes the way the world is, what's going on in the world, and try to deal with it the best way we can. And this is another thing that we will overcome. We'll overcome this like everything else. We had our ancestors from before. They overcame a lot just so we can be here. Okay? So we shouldn't be sliding backwards to the things that they had to overcome to get us where we're at today. Okay? And we have to make a better world for our children. We have to do this, y'all. We owe it to our children to make a better world for them. And that starts with us, I'm trying to be a better person every day, and hopefully you are too. Okay? So I just wanted to, come back and give a quick message of hope. And, I pray for everybody as I pray for myself. And, find that inner peace. I don't care if you have to go sit down for 10 minutes and just stare at that wall. Find that inner peace, and you will love that part of your life. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I'm hot and been outside all day. And And my phone fell. So that tells me right now to end this video. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.